person's going to be able to press on their brakes. No, they don't care. They just want to whiz by and whiz through and whiz here and whiz there, right? And like I said, it's still fine because there's a lot of divine energy here. Fantastic amount of divine energy going on over here in India. Trust me, compared to the population, with all of this going on over here, the gods are really, really working. And there's a lot of divine energy over here. It's just abundance of divine energy. Amazing attitude. Amazing people. Awesome spirituality. Just amazingness. But of course, like I said, one needs to take care of one's good fortune. And if one has the good fortune of having great parents and great family, and I've been taught how to drive well, even in India, I learned here. And so I was taught well, though. My parents taught me well, everything. And then it continued in the US. You know, they're very, very clear. It doesn't matter if the other person is wrong. You still need to be careful. And then what happens is, what is the intention behind all of this? The intention is that people continue with their good fortune, the great way that we're brought up, the amazing things that we have, the amazing things that you have. Think about that. Oh, I have this amazing thing. I have that amazing thing. This amazingness is going on in my life. That amazingness is going on in my life. And I'm not going to let anything interfere with that. Because if I'm fine, my family is going to be fine and everything's going to be fine. So I would say, don't shake the foundation of the good fortune you already have. Fictitious Jane should not shake the foundations of the good fortune she already has and keeps on taking risks. Keep on taking risks, wondering how long her good fortune is going to last. Like, it's like gambling with one's good fortune. And a great example is when one goes to a casino. We all go with, the wise ones, we go with just so much money. I go with $5. Las Vegas resident and everything, $5. Max 20. I don't go beyond that. If I've lost my first $5 and $20, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. And I'm not taking a risk with more. I walk away. So, however, if one keeps on taking risk with one's good fortune, like continues to take risk with it, it has to be a deliberate risk, like this much and not more, if one really wants to take a risk. So $5, $20, and not more. Or $100, if somebody wants to be really splurging, okay, $100, that's it. And not more. And then, when one takes the deliberate risk, but it's only with so much and not more, then one knows how much one has to spare. And beyond that, they stand still. Like, no, that's it. I'm not taking a risk with my good fortune, the ability of my good fortune to see me through and stand by me. And when one comes from that place, that we're all here to build our good fortune, not get rid of it. Right? The people who get rid of their fortunes, like literally. I know this person or heard of this person, I haven't met this person. He lost a lot of money on business, like huge amount. much more than he can afford. See, if somebody has a few billion sitting around, dollars, and they say, I'm taking a risk with this 1 billion, correct? That's still okay. I mean, he has a lot of billions to spare and he's taking a risk with this 1 billion or 2 billions. Fine, put that money and take the risk, do what you want to do with it. Put it in some other company and see if it works out. But when one doesn't have that kind of money, borrows more money, and then takes a risk with that. Or this is all he has, and he takes a risk with that. He takes a risk with that. Or this is all he has, and let's say he has $100,000. He takes $80,000 and takes a risk with that. So a person who has $100,000 has a good fortune of having $100,000 already. He needs to be building on it, not getting rid of it. And so on and so forth with one's homes, cars, family, everything. And one needs to know that one is on an upward climb. So one needs to know one's direction. Oh, where am I going? How has my past few months been? How has my past year been? Am I on an upward climb? And if I want to take a risk, how much of my good fortune can I put down towards the risk? And then is it that I'm risking only money? Because money comes and even if somebody has risked all their money, if they learn the lesson, they can start to make money again, right? But people take risks with all kinds of things. With all kinds of things. Something that they can't replace. Even money can be replaced. So people who went through all those Wall Street losses and everything, I just want to tell those people, whoever is listening, if somebody has lost money, a huge amount of money, don't let that bring you down. I'm talking of the fictitious Janes and Johns out there. Don't let that bring you down because you can always make money. It's not the be-all and end-all of everything. You can always make more money. Now, I'm saying, point one, don't take a risk with a huge amount of your money. That's point one. Make sure that if you have a few million, like let's say if somebody has 5 million and they really want to take a risk with 1 million, sure, go ahead. But cap it. That's it. That's a cap. And if I haven't had a return, I haven't seen anything come from that 1 million that I put, I'm walking away. So the ability to walk away. What is that song about, the gambling song? There's a song, you're supposed to know when you fold it, you're supposed to know when you are supposed to walk away. And so a person's supposed to know when they're supposed to walk away and should have the ability to be able to walk away if they're taking a risk with their money. But I'm saying to those people who have already risked all their money and it's gone, cancel the word gone. Know that don't get despondent. Know that you can get it back. Just restart your good fortune energy first before you give up. Despondency, give up. Don't give up. It's just money. It'll come back. But start the energy of your good fortune going. Get your good fortune energy back on track. And then continue with the money, making money. But for people who could be listening, who have lost some money, Point one is don't lose money. So that's the first point. If you have a lot of good fortune, retain most of it and put just a tiny amount, a small amount that you want to risk. Put a cap on it and walk away. Know when to walk away. So that's point one. Point two is for those people who did not listen to the show before or did not know the principles or still don't know it, if there has been a loss of a lot of money, more than one is able to bear or risk losing, don't lose heart. Don't get despondent. We're here to support you. Just reverse it. Do a reversal. And how can you do a reversal? That's by building your good fortune energy first. Know that what has happened is a direct result of not having enough good fortune energy, not having enough joyful manifestation energy to support your projects. So first work on the good fortune energy, the joyful manifestation energy. Get that running. See how your luck is working out for you in other life areas. Once you're able to see that my good fortune is working, I'm doing well, then go ahead with more investments or more career-related decisions. And one can always start small again. But what I'm saying is don't give up. Money can come back anytime. All you need to do, and I know I'm just saying all you need to do, and for a lot of people it's not so simple. But once you get into that good fortune energy and the joyful manifestation energy, it's like a separate pipeline through which this particular energy is running. It's going to help. It's going to serve you. It's going to do everything for you. You literally tell it what to do. Okay, good fortune energy, go do this for me. Okay, joyful energy, I would like to have this. It's your personal genie. And it works for you. And where love is concerned, the same principles apply. But we were talking last time in the Joyful Manifestation show, and the soulmate manifestation section, we didn't get much time, like maybe 4, 5, 6 minutes, who knows. I got a warning. Okay, you need to sign off. Fine. No problem. But we said we will continue this time with a little bit of love. And in soulmate manifestation, when a person does things in one's own way, not following the process of soulmate manifestation, which has been put in to place by the creation forces. Even for soulmate manifestation to work, there is a method. And we were talking about people using their own will and fancy to do things. It's there in the last week's Joyful Manifestation show. When one does that, and when one uses one's own will and fancy to do things, then the results that one gets is still going to be as per the laws and rules laid out for soulmate manifestation to work well. It's still going to be that. Hi, this is Sugandhi Iyer. I heard that they lost connection with me. So basically, I'm again traveling and I'm again in some kind of a forest type rural area. And so sorry for the up and down. And that's what they told me. Your connection's going really bad. So they tested me out. They said, okay, this is fine. And I hope it's fine. But we were talking about people who want to use their own methods for manifestation, whether it's soulmate manifestation or money manifestation. But whatever method they want to use, it has to be as per the law of attraction principles. Like attracts like. Like attracts like. And so if the principles don't work, there's going to be a problem. It's not going to work. Because the energy that one is flowing, the vibes that one is flowing, is what is going to come back. And so what I'm saying is that when we're using soulmate manifestation, we have to know that the soulmate is a reflection of where we are, a mirror. And when the soulmate is a mirror, the soulmate is going to mirror what is going on in our internal world, our psyche, who we are, who we think we are. So when you hear stories of a man who rejects a woman and she feels empowered, she gets empowered and says, I don't need any more men. I'm empowered now. She's not exactly using soulmate manifestation. She's using self-empowerment. So she may feel better herself, which is good. One needs to feel good. One needs to feel good about oneself. But it's not that a person is actually using the soulmate manifestation laws. She's still, after feeling better, after feeling empowered, she still needs to go back to her drawing board and also figure out, okay, so now I feel better about myself. But how am I going to continue with manifesting the soulmate? And so when she re-manifests her soulmate or starts the process of manifesting her soulmate again, she should make sure that she's not just using her own whims and fancies. So I'm feeling this way now, so this is how I'm going to be. Or I'm feeling this way now, so this is how I'm going to be. Her response should be vis-a-vis the situation, not just how she feels about a situation. Because a person can feel a particular way about a situation, but then may not actually take the right actions and have the right thoughts for continued soulmate manifestation. And one has to have the energy of good fortune running there also. So basically, one is not saying, okay, I feel angry today. I feel upset. And because I feel angry and upset, and it could be the fault of the soulmate, don't get me wrong. Nobody's blaming fictitious Jane here. But if she says, because I feel angry and because I feel upset, I'm going to project my anger and my upset. And anyway, it's going to get projected. What does it do? It goes and hits the soulmate. Energy travels really fast. And it's going to hit the soulmate. And then the soulmate is feeling unpleasant. He's not feeling good about fictitious Jane. And if he doesn't feel good about fictitious Jane, there's going to be fight or flight, the survival mechanism. Because there's no guarantee that the soulmate, fictitious John, is going to receive fictitious Jane's energy and then be all, okay, so I know soulmate manifestation myself, and that the energy that I could be receiving from fictitious Jane could be false energy, and I need to use soulmate manifestation rules and act accordingly. Because there's no guarantee fictitious John is going to know soulmate manifestation. It's always upon the person who's using the method to ensure both sides. And why does he need to ensure both sides? Because it's his personal love karma. It's fictitious Jane's her. It's fictitious Jane's personal love karma that she has to fix. And as a result, she needs to take care of herself. She needs to take care of the thoughts that she's having. She needs to take care of the energy that she's projecting. And not depend on fictitious John to fix it. Because everything starts from oneself. And fictitious John is just reacting or responding to the energies that he feels around. So if let's say fictitious Jane is feeling very insecure and not very fortunate about love, that is what she's going to project. And as she projects that, fictitious John receives it and acts accordingly. He may start to push fictitious Jane away. He may stop communication. And lack of communication is the biggest hurdle that people have in soulmate manifestation. Why did he stop communicating with me is what they ask themselves. Why? Like, what did I do? I didn't even talk to him. We haven't had a conversation. And he just stopped communicating with me. He doesn't text me often. He doesn't ask me how I am, what is happening. It's because fictitious Jane's energy has been talking to fictitious John without her knowledge. And fictitious Jane's insecurities have been going out, hitting fictitious John. Fictitious John that then doesn't feel so good about the whole situation. He starts to feel weird. Then he can, I'm saying he can. There are some people who come forward and try to solve things, but many people start to become like a recluse. They just kind of go into their own cave and they don't come out. Or they seek different partners or different ways. So when one goes with one's own whims and fancies about how one feels, oh, this is how I feel today. Oh, this is how I'm going to be so rude. Or I'm going to ignore him. Or I'm going to try to make him jealous. I'm going to make him think that I have someone else in my life. Wow. It can work for a certain time, like making somebody jealous can work for a little bit. But then after a bit, men like to think that, okay, I need a woman who can love me and me only. Because they may not know that, fictitious Jane's trying to make him jealous. So when one uses one's own mind to think through things and act according to how one feels in that moment, then one is not using soulmate manifestation methods. And then the results are not so great and beneficial. And so on and so forth with everything in life. That one has great energy going for oneself in all life areas. Money, love, everything. When that happens, when one first pays attention to one's good fortune energy, and then using that handles different life areas, it's a very, very different deal. And, feel safe and feel motivated if you wish. But even when you're feeling motivated, it has to be from the space of, I know I'm doing good. I'm really doing good. I'm attracting good. I'm attracting great. I'm in great good fortune energy. I got my 3 minutes warning and I have to sign off. We will be meeting again for the Joyful Manifestation Show next Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I want to wish you a fantastic rest of the week and a wonderful rest of the day. This is Sugandhi Iyer signing off for the Good Fortune Show.